Need to keep remembering to look at this here camera. Hello, 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 hello. Let me grab this wheel. What's up, Chunky Cats? What's up, Gabby Goose? Hello, everybody. Oh. Trying to get up here and get set up. Catfish therapy. If I didn't miss anybody, hey, Scotty Hill, Virginia Fisherman. Hey, buddy, good to see you back in here. Somebody said you'd done left the YouTube stuff. Glad to see you back. Mark Turner. Glad to see you back in the house, my friend. Catfish therapy, she's doing a lot better. What's up, Grant? Yeah, she's doing a lot better. She had a detached retina and had a big tear in her retina. So, you know, that emergency surgery actually took a little more out of her sight than what she thought it was, but it's better now. She had a lot of pain around the eye socket and stuff, but she's doing a lot better now, and I'm glad. And I appreciate y'all asking about her. I'll let her know that y'all sending the well wishes to her. What's up, Justin? Team Wampus Cat. Scotty Hill. Getting a good little crowd in here. And 2 thumbs up. Oh. Guys, when are we going to ever see the end of this rain? Tons and tons of rain coming through East Carolina. It's driving me crazy. Driving me nuts. It's got our lakes out the banks running. Lake Wiley has got plenty of current right now. It's probably like fishing a river. And any of you guys that are lake fishermen that fish Lake Wiley, now's the perfect time if you want to try your bumping skills. Because there's enough current on Wiley and on Watery that you could actually do some bumping. Like these guys do out there on the big rivers. So I need to get my boat finished so I can get it back out on the water. I'd like to try that. I don't know how that'd work with a pontoon boat. But I do believe there's enough current that you can do some bumping, especially down on Watery. Watery is rolling. What's up, John? Isabella? Come on in the house, buddy. Come on in the house. When we get started, let's say, God bless America. God bless each and every one of you. What's up, PD? Appreciate all y'all coming in here. And let's don't forget what's keeping us fishing. What's keeping us doing shows like this, keeping us on YouTube, having fun. And that's the men and women that go out and sacrifice their lives every day to keep us free. So let's don't ever forget that. What's up, Mr. Matthew Anthony? The pig man himself, Matthew. What's up, Murder Inc? Ain't seen you in here in a while, buddy. Good to see you back in the house. Guys, I found some new people that can do my t-shirts. I got one of my t-shirts on right now. This is the old way they do it. You see there's no white in the stripes. It's actually the color of the shirt. And I can't turn around here without knocking something over. And you see the back of the shirts. Y'all know my logo. But I got another company, the young couple that been making my stuff. They had some older printing stuff which they couldn't print white first. This is sublimation. It's not vinyl. What's up, K&B? Lightning Bug? Yeah, I forgot to call you today, Tracy. But there's a friend of ours. She's got in with a company. They over at Eastridge Mall. And they can actually sublimate with the white. So, I'm going to see them probably tomorrow or Friday. What's up, Lyle? Catfish Weekly's in the house. Going to see them probably tomorrow or Friday about getting some shirts done. I know I've got to get at least one done for Dieter because he won on my 500 giveaway. And I'm going to get some more done. I'm going to see about getting maybe some hats done and stuff like that. I did get some stickers made. This couple got me some stickers made. And Well, you can see I put one on my Yeti. Y'all can see it right there. Looks good on that Yeti, don't it? So I think on one of my good giveaways, I'm going to get a cup, one of the Arctic cups, and put one of the logos on there for one of my good giveaways. Oh, I hear you, Virginia. I didn't know you had some stuff made. Cool. I'll have to go check that out. Yeah, these are some very nice stickers. I was expecting some real thin stickers. Mountain Way Adventures. Come on in the house, buddy. But if y'all can see, I don't know if you can see, these are some very thick, very durable stickers. Now, they cost me $4 a piece to have them made, but they were a lot better quality than what I was anticipating getting. If any of y'all might want one of these stickers to kind of help advertise Patriot Catfishers of America, I've got about 20 of them and I can get more. So if you want any, please let me know. And if you do, put it in the comments below. I'm going to try to write it all down tonight, but in case I miss you, make sure you put it in the comments, please. And as soon as I get the other shirts made, what's up, Easton Music Ministry? I will show y'all the shirts, and if you want any, please let me know. Yeah, they're very durable. I put one on I got a camper shell on my truck, and I put one in the very middle back there on my camper shell. I'm going to try to find somebody that makes these see-through things that people put on the back window, truck window, that you can see through. I like to have one of them made to put on the back of my camper shell back window. I think that would look neat. And maybe have me 2 American flags on each side of it. You know I gotta fly Old Glory, guys. You know that. But I appreciate everybody joining me in here tonight. We got 20 people in here tonight. I should have brought it up here in the mailbag. Kentucky Catman's in the house. Thank you for coming in, buddy. But I got a little pack of something in the mail the other day from some friends on here. And I normally don't, on my show, I don't push no product. And I'm not going to push a product tonight. I'm just going to say a big thank you to Lightning Bugs, Tracy and Ken. Thank you. I got these in the mail. And they were sure thinking about James when they done it. Because if you look what they named it, the Patriot Pack. They're just all red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue. I love them. Thank you, Tracy and Ken. It means a lot to me to be able to show the colors that I want to fly. And I know they'll look good hanging on the boat, on my rods on the boat. But like I said, guys, I'm not really pushing a product. I just want to say a big thank you, and I think that looks neat. Red, white, and blue. I don't know if y'all can see them good, the colors, because of the lighting. Guys, they're veterans. They love America. They love helping each and every one of us. And so kudos to them. Want to say thank you. I appreciate everything y'all do. I appreciate everything everybody does for this catfishing community. We all like family, and I hope that we keep it that way. There's some guys started a group called the Reaper, and it's going to be an all positive thing for the catfishing community. So give them a thumbs up, check them out, see what they're all about. So I'm giving them a little shout out today too, or tonight, and let's keep it all positive. The Reaper Catfishing Crew. There you go. So they're just getting started. They got some they still got to iron out a lot of things, but they headed in the right direction. And kudos to y'all guys. Keep it up. Keep the positive going. Let's get the bashing. Let's get the negativity out of here. We do not need it. Yeah. Lyle, they was awesome guys when they come down here to the tournament. Uh, Justin Fishing Fetish is in the house, and I enjoyed having them down here. PD contributed a lot to the tournament with some handmade things. Justin Fishing Fetish did. He brought some of his drifting things. That's what I want the next tournament. Yeah, I do too. I know you will, Tracy. I know you will do great things with that. So, guys, what's up, Bottom Dollar? Yeah, you're right. You'll never get all the negativity out there. You got some people that that will never be happy. If you give them $1 million, they're gonna want to know why you didn't give them $1.5 million. You don't like Matthew Anthony right now? Well, I'm trying to wait. I'm holding off on that Justin till about 8:30. Glenn asked me to hold off till about 8:30 till he can get on here. Yeah, he's wanting me to hold off, and I'll give him a big shout out here in just a few minutes. Yeah, all of us is jealous right now. I'll let the cat out of the bag here in just a few minutes, guys. I really will. Glenn sucks too. I tell you what, you couldn't have wiped a smile. I'm gonna tell you, Lyle's in here tonight. Doc, Tim Lane, aka Doc, put a big, I think, an 82 pounder in the boat. Is that right, Lyle? 82 pounds? That old rascal, you couldn't have wiped a smile. You couldn't wipe the smile off that old rascal's face with a tube before. He was grinning from ear to ear. I love seeing it. Oh, I love 82. That's a beast. Yeah, it is. I think Lyle told me it took him over 20 minutes to get it in the boat. Good fight. Yeah. Yeah, 82 pounder. And I think that come from down there in Alabama, didn't it, Lyle? If he's still in here. I don't know if Lyle's still in here or not. I know he's busy. He's got to, don't forget, Catfish Weekly's coming on at 9 o'clock right after my show. So y'all guys jump over and check it out. He's going to have Steve Douglas in there tonight. They're going to be talking about and going over the Catfish Conference, the positives, and what they might want to do for next year's show. They had a great one from what I understand. I hate I missed it. And while I'm saying that, guys, 76. Your brother got an 86 in Santee. I hear you. I'm nowhere near that, guys, but the hogs are being put in the boat right now. Lake Wiley is a big, giant, muddy mess. What's up, Twerking? Hopefully to get back on it, I've got my gas tank patched from what I hope will hold. No guarantees. If it don't hold, then I'm just going to have to change and go to a different style gas tank on it so I can get my tail back on the water. I think Mr. Melhorn might be going tomorrow or Friday. But, so while I got all y'all in here, I did not make it to the Catfish Conference. Me and Justin was going to go. Some unseen problems come up. One thing with the wife's eye, I was not able to go. And some things was pointing to me not to go. For first thing, my shirts didn't come in. And then the stickers didn't come in that I was wanting to take to put in the YouTube booth. And then the wife's eye happened. Yeah, missed y'all too, guys. But some things was pointing towards me not being able to go. With that being said, sometimes fate has a way to kind of poke you and say, hey, you might not need, or you might not want to go there, or you might not want to do that. And you better listen. You better open your ears, open your heart, and find out what the good Lord's trying to tell you. I'm going to tell you a little thing that happened to me Saturday, and Lyle and a couple other guys on here already know. Me and the wife went to go get something to eat, and was going to swing by and get us a few movies. What's up, Farmall? And sat back on a rainy day, be a cuddle couple, and watch a few movies. Well, as we was coming back towards the house, the movie place was closed, which was a good thing, or we would have been inside looking at movies. But we was headed back to the house and went to come across a bridge close to the house at a creek. The creek was running pretty high and muddy. Noticed a car sitting right next to the creek. And about the time we hit the bridge, we noticed a guy standing right there at the edge of the bridge with a pistol pointing underneath the bridge. I said, that's weird. And then about the time we hit the bridge, he squeezed off 2 rounds. I told the wife, I said, oh no, something ain't right here. And we went up and I said, I'm going to turn around and go back. And as I was turning around, I heard him squeeze off a few more rounds. Excuse me, let me get me a drink. So, what's up, Kenny P? What's that? Well, I'm sorry about that, Kenny. I sure didn't hear about that. Didn't know, buddy. I hope everything works out good for you. What's up, Catfish Bill? Guys, Kenny P's having a little rough. Let's make sure we keep him in our prayers. And I'm sorry about that, Kenny. I sure did not know, buddy. We'll keep you in our prayers. That is for sure. Cancer is a mean one. That's a mean one. I'm sorry to hear that. But the guy was still shooting as we was coming back. So I told the wife, you know, I'm always carrying. It's the state of North Carolina. We can open carry. I always carry. The wife carries, and I usually got an extra one in the truck. So I whooped over at the building right there next to his truck, and as we was coming by, I took the man's tag number and gave it to the wife because she couldn't see it. And he pulled up beside the truck. He threw something in the back seat, and then he jumped in his truck, and I thought he was going to take off, but yet he pulled over beside the truck. He said, man, y'all should have seen this big old 10 to 12 foot black snake, and he held up his hands. It was about this big around, and I couldn't hit him with a car, and he run down underneath the bridge, and I run down there and shot him. I said, well, I'm going to call BS on that for one thing. Black snakes, it don't matter how long they get, they never get that big around. And another thing, black snakes ain't out this time of year. It's too freaking cold. Well, that's what I done, man. I got to go. And he took off. I said, something ain't right. So I whooped over down there, walked down underneath the bridge, run back up there and told the wife, Cookie had his appendix removed yesterday. Well, I hope he's doing better, Chunky Cat. I hope Cookie gets better. That's a roughing. And I run back up the hill. I told her wife, I said, call the law. He is shooting at a dog down here. I couldn't get to it from the creek, so I had to throw a rope and tie a rope to the bridge and basically rappel down into this 4-foot rushing creek. And I scooped this dog up and had to walk a long way back up the creek to find a place to get out. I carried the dog up. We put him in the back seat of the truck on an old blanket the wife had drug out of the truck. And called law. They was on their way with animal control. Animal control finally got there. I told them, I said, look, we're getting ready to take this dog to emergency vet, find out what's going on with it. And it was a white Cocker Spaniel. Needless to say, we got it over there. Animal control followed us. The dog had not got hit by the gun. The guy was a poor shot, a piece of trash. The dog is a very old dog. Luckily, he hadn't been shot. We had him bathed, and me and the wife's got him here at the house, and I'm taking care of him until we figure out what the law is going to do. They found the owner. These people had raised this Cocker Spaniel since it was 6 weeks old. It was blind and deaf and 17 and a half years old. What's up, Dustin? And this man carried their their dog that they raised like a child in their home. It had just been groomed. He threw it off in this creek and commenced to shooting at it like it was a piece of trash floating down the water. Guys, what's up, Max Drag? I've been mad in my lifetime, and I've put these knuckles upside some people's heads, and I'm not proud of the turnout. But this is one time I believe I could have beat that man to a pulp and drowned him in that creek. I told the wife, I said, I wished I would have held him there and made him show me that black snake. She said, James, if you would have held him there, you probably would have killed him. But that being said, guys, we've got the dog. They're going to press charges to these people, and the dog's in real bad shape. He's got tumors all over. He's got a tumor in his stomach. We're taking him to our vet tomorrow and probably going to have to do what's right by the animal. Not do what he done. He should have took it to the vet and went ahead and had it euthanized. But with that being said, this dog has had a lot of love since it's been here at our home. I live in the woods, so I've kept him out in the woods walking and feeding him good food and treating him like a family pet should be treated. But the reason I'm going there, that's the reason that I listen to my heart a lot of times. When the good Lord's telling you a few things and kind of pushing you and nudging you and throwing you little hints, you better listen. Because if I would have went to the conference, that poor dog would have died a miserable death and just floated down the creek like a piece of trash. So listen, guys, when the good Lord tells you you might not want to do that, you might want to listen, because he might have better things for you. All right, guys. With that being said, I will be at next year's conference if the good Lord willing. I hate I missed everybody there. I watched all y'all's live feeds. I didn't get to catch you live. But I did go back and watch all your live feeds, checked out what you was doing, what y'all was seeing. It looked like a great time. A lot of product there, a lot of boats, a lot of people. So I know y'all had a good time. Looked like Lyle and Doc was busy. Good interviews. I've seen a lot of good interviews from people interviewing other YouTubers. That was good entertainment for me when I was sitting here at a rainy day, not being there. Yeah, appreciate that, Justin. Appreciate all of you asking about her and give her well wishes. I appreciate it, and I've let her know every time somebody's mentioned her. I really have. I had a blast watching y'all stuff. I had a blast watching Lyle and them. Old K-Bug over there on the fishing machine. I know that was fun. She was a whooping it to it. So guys, yeah, I'll be there next year. The only thing I missed was yeah. I watched y'all. I watched a lot of y'all doing that. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. The only thing I missed was that I did not get to promote what's up, Urban, the YouTube tournament for this coming year. I know that, PD. I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate that big time, and you know that. But I didn't get to promote next year's tournament, which Steve Douglas, the Catfish Dude. What's going on, buddy? Thank you for coming in the live stream. Yeah, Steve, that's what we were just sitting here talking about. I didn't get to make it this year, and I didn't get to promote next year's YouTuber tournament. But I will make it next year. Fate had me to stay home, and I was glad I listened to Fate and save this poor dog's life. And I know Steve and Lyle and a bunch of y'all guys in here are animal lovers and appreciate anybody stepping up and doing what needs to be done. Steve, yeah, I'll be contacting you and Lyle and everybody else getting closer to time for me to start setting a date for this tournament. I know it's going to be in April of 2020. I'm trying to get the weekends right because we have a lot of catfish, bass, and crappie tournaments on the lake at that time. And that's about the time that we start getting a lot of pleasure boaters. And the lake can get real crowded for catfishermen having to deal with all these bass fishermen zooming around and around and around them. And the jet skiers and, you know, whatever else that comes with a lake that's very popular. We're sitting right on the border of Charlotte, Gaston County, South Carolina, York County. All them areas are growing big time, so you're getting more and more people coming onto that lake. But that lake has potential of producing big fish. It's produced a lot of big fish in the past, and it will continually get better. It's not really that old of a lake, but it's really real young with a population of blues and flatheads. The blues and flatheads was never really introduced into that lake until about 15, maybe 20 years ago. There was a few come down from upper lakes, I'm sure with eggs. I'm sure fishermen stocked them in there from Lake Norman, Mountain Island Lakes, Santee. I know a lot of catfish come from Santee Cooper that was dumped in there, which brought a good gene pool into that lake. And Team Reeling the Blues done put 2 fish in his boat. One they know is a certified 82 pounder. The other one was never certified as how big it was. But by the pictures, it looks like it was a bigger fish than the 82. Lots of 50s, lots of 60s come out of that lake, a lot of 40s. So the potential is there. So guys, that's why I'm going to set it up in April. It'll be pre-spawn. These fish will be hungry. They will be feeding aggressively. So hopefully next year's tournament we'll be putting some fish on the scales. I'm going to make some few changes to next year's tournament. This year's done great considering it's the first one. Yeah, Richard, it is. It is becoming, it's always been a great lake for crappie and bass and other things like that, and good channels back then. You don't see the big channels no more, the big channel cats no more that you used to see in the lake. But they're still there. There's still good numbers of them. But the blues and the flatheads are really come a long way. And yes, I'm sure they have. I've been down there bank fishing at South Point and seen boats pull up, and these guys dump pretty good size blues in there. So next year's tournament's going to be, I think it's going to be a whopper. I think we're going to see some monsters come to the scales. And, you know, y'all guys are going to have to help me promote it. I didn't get to promote it up there at the Catfish Conference, so I'm going to have to rely on y'all to help promote it, to bring in more YouTubers, and let's make this grow. What time is it, guys? I hadn't seen Glenn. No, Glenn ain't in here yet. I'll hold off just a second. But Matthew and them, there's been some big fish being put in the water. What's up, 15 minutes? No, I've never even been to Texas. What have I missed? What stories have I missed? Oh yeah, I've heard the stories of the bigger fish being put in there. And I think some people's actually put some striper in that lake. You have a big mouth. Yeah, I do too. I've been accused of spreading I ain't gonna spread no lies, that's for daggone sure. Yeah, I've heard that on Trinity River. There's a lot of good fish in Texas. A lot of good lakes. We see some pictures, some videos of guys and gals fishing down there, pulling in some monsters. And that's what I like seeing, guys. I like seeing all of us getting out there and yeah, that's appreciate that, Tracy. What's up, Big Nasty? That's the problem with Lake Wiley. Lake Wiley is split North Carolina and South Carolina. These two states still don't have a reciprocal license. they still can't get together and make a decision on stocking this lake. They say, well, if we stock it, then they're going to benefit up here. If we stock it, they're going to benefit down there. And it's the fishermen that suffer. So actually, the fishermen has took it in their own hands to do something about it, I'm sure. I think that's where a lot of the big catfishes that's in that lake has come from. It's from fishermen stocking it from other lakes, which actually is good because then you bring that gene pool in, the big fish from, say, Santee, some big fish from up there at Norman, and you bring these gene pools together and you produce monster cats. So you figure, right, you figure the champ is here. Who's that? Is Glenn in here yet? No, not yet. Been able to go to Georgia side and not have to worry. Okay. If they could get together, that would be great but I'm sure that they would want to stock fingerlings. We've already got the gene pool established in Lake Wiley, and you figure if the blue cats, what's up, Junior Proctor? Thanks for coming in, buddy. If you've already got this gene pool in there of big cats from Santee and from Norman and from Wateree put in this lake, and then they start stocking this with other blues from other places, and they bringing that gene pool in the next 10, 20 years, Wiley is going to be known for monster cats. It already is getting that word around that we can produce them in Wiley. We've got tons of white perch, which back in the heyday of the channel cats, there was no white perch. There was white bass, crappie, bass, brim, and tons of shad. We've seen the numbers of gizzards cut down a lot, and the crappie populations took a big hit because of the white perch. And you won't find a white bass in Wiley no more because of the perch. But the perch is a great food source for these flatheads and blues. Great food source. Oh yeah, congratulations there, Junior, on that grandbaby. What am I missing? Yeah, I see old Monticello producing some good perch down there. Never fished it. Got a lot of guys that have fished it. I think Dieter's biggest fish come from Monticello. Biggest cat. But I've got a lot of lakes that I want to get around and try this coming year. This year too. If we can ever get rid of some of this rain, guys. But I did not get no calls on fishing reports, guys, and I know all y'all been busy with this, with the Catfish Conference, and that's cool. So let's start next month, March, the last Wednesday of the month. If you could, 40 and 50 regular at Monticello. There you go. You can't call if you can't fish. I know that's right, PD. I can't say nothing. I haven't been on the water. I had to look for that video there, Dustin. Yeah, that's the fishing report. Everywhere I'm hearing is flooding. Some of the rivers are actually pretty dangerous with all the logs and the big debris and stuff that's floating down it. I don't expect anybody to risk. Perch about 35 to 45. What are you talking about? 35 to 45 foot. Fighting the Blues Guide Service. I don't recommend getting out there and hauling tail up these rivers and lakes with all this debris and logs and stuff in the water. Make sure you wear your life jackets when you're out there. They are some hardcore fishermen in here, and I'm waiting on one of them to come in now. cast off the porch and fish in your front yard. Justin, it's just about that everywhere. Our yards around here, my yard's full of moss. I can't grow grass. I got big oak trees everywhere, and they just suck the yard dry during the summer when there's no rain. So you can't plant grass and it stay. I'm trying to get monkey grass to grow everywhere. But my yard's got that old green moss growing everywhere. When you walk across this, it's like walking across a wet sponge. The water just sops up through it. So everything's soaking wet. I can't even get out and gold mine in my creeks and stuff because they half out the banks. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, Wally is full of perch, full of big old perch. And Matthew Anthony a couple weeks ago got on some perch, 11, 12-inch perch. Good perch. Them's salmon perch. Yeah, them's salmon perch. You got that right, buddy. That sure cuts down on mowing. And it makes it easier to blow the leaves off of too. Oh. What's up, Bass and Bucks? First time in live, buddy. Thank you for coming in. All right, Glenn's in the house. Matthew and Glenn is in the live feed, guys. Glenn and Matthew today put a hog in the boat. Glenn got his PB today was 74 pounds. He put a 74 pounder in the boat. They put a 40, a 42, or a 36, and a little smaller fish, and then they put the big 74 in the boat. Monster fish. Check him out on Facebook. They'll have a video up, I'm sure, in the next day or two. You could wipe the smile off Glenn's face with a daggone 2x4. That big old monster. Yeah, I told him he might as well retire from fishing. It's going to be hard to beat that 74. But that's just what fishing's all about. We're going to keep going back and trying. Yeah, Glenn, I know you was happy, buddy. I know that made your day. It was on Lake Wateree. Lake Wateree, South Carolina is where they was fishing at. The water is rolling through all the lakes. Yeah, Matthew's the guy. He's a good guy. He put you on the fish. What's up, Tim from Whisker Sticks? Come on in the house. Kevin. Boop. Remove. We'll take care of that. Jeff Manning's in the house. Jeff, Glenn and Matthew put a 74 in the boat today on Wateree. That's what we sat here talking about. A little bit of patting each other on the back, or patting them on the back. Great fish. I can't wait till I put a hog in the boat like that. It'll come for all of us. You think it's about 3 to 5 years from its peak? Well, I'm glad I'm going to be there to watch it happen. What's up, C-Dub? Hadn't seen you in the house in a while. Thank you, girl, for coming in. But guys, I've kind of changed my name on my show. And I don't know if y'all noticed when you was coming in, I named it Patriot, Catfishers Talk Show. Because a lot of times like tonight, we're really not talking a lot of tackle. Yes, there's a lot of lakes that will produce 70+ pound fish. Santee's making its comeback from its heyday. Had a lot of commercial fishing going on that put a hurting on that lake, but they put some good restrictions on there. The lake is making a great comeback. I used to fish it back in its heydays. We pulled in some monster fish back then. I'm glad to see it making a comeback. Regulations does work. It really does. Regulations do help. Yeah, I mean, you still gonna have your trout liners, but the regulations is really set to help protect the fish. And I don't know what the regulations is now on trout lining. I know they come down hard on them guys. Oh yeah, I would knock Murray out of it for nothing. All them lakes down through there is good producing lakes. Uh, yeah, it's you might want to get back down there. Santee's making a good comeback, and I'm glad that used to be known America wide and probably even outside of America for known for its big fish. And probably back in the day, a lot of the catfish that you eat at the fish camps come from Santee. A lot of the blue meat. But yeah, I'm changing the name from Tackle Talk to actually Patriot Catfishers Talk Show. Reason being that we cover a lot of other stuff going on besides just tackle. As I've discussed before, I don't have tons of tackle. So there's a lot of stuff that I'm still new at. I've never used real planer boards, just some that I've made. Catfish bobbers and stuff that I've made. So a lot of things that I've made myself, yeah, I can discuss a little bit how I made them and how I fish with them. But Chris Souders has a real tackle talk show. I'll give him a thumbs up and a kudos. He's doing a great job on that show. If y'all hadn't checked him out yet on his tackle talk show, please go check him out. It's a great show. He goes, excuse me, he goes over a lot of good things, got a lot of good information. You got 3 inches of leaves. Jeff, I don't want to talk about leaves, man. I live in the middle of the freaking woods. That's why fall's rough on me until all the leaves fail. Fall is killer. It cuts down on my fall fishing because of the leaves piling up every 3 days. What's up, Mr. George Cunningham? So yeah, I'm going to start changing it up a little bit, doing a little more talk. I'm still working on getting it set up where I can start bringing guests in on the show. My son finally back in town. I think this weekend we're going to let him take over the wife's computer and set up YouTube on it and the, what do you call that, guys, where you can bring somebody in. And he's going to get it set up, so hopefully in a week or so I can start bringing guests into the show. And that's what I want to do. I'm getting ready to, PD. I got it right here beside me. That's why I just looked at my clock. Hangouts, that's right, Hangouts. It's Google Hangouts. So he's going to get it set up for me, and hopefully soon. Jeff, I got me one of the 110-pound scales. What's up, Robert? I got me a 110-pound Whisker Seeker scales. I like that scale. It's got a good handle on there, so you can hold them big fish up. And I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna give y'all my opinion on something. And this is my opinion and my opinion only. I have a problem. I'm starting to see it's almost like an epidemic of people holding and weighing big fish with these fish grips. That bothers me. What's up, Andrew? That bothers me. To know that, I mean, if you got a 2 or 3, 4, 5 pound fish, that's fine. That's good to help control that fish. When you're holding that fish up in front of the camera, let me back up. When you're holding that fish up in front of the camera and you can really get a hold of it and control that fish, yes, fine, well, I have no problem with that. That's great. That is perfect for that product. But to hold that fish, a 20-pound plus fish, up with them fish grips on his bottom jaw, all that weight being suspended on that bottom jaw, I don't like it. Y'all can say I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm talking about. That is my opinion. That's why I wanted to give it. But something like that just bothers me because that fish has never felt that kind of weight on his face. That's it. I'd rather see him weighed in a sling or in a net, something that can support his body weight underneath him or in him. Uh, that's just the way I look at it. And you know, my opinion means 2 cents, and I give it to you, and I'll let you go with that. And all right, guys, we got the wheel up here. We got, yeah. I mean, think about it, Bill. If you know, would you want somebody to grabbing you by your bottom jaw and hanging you up by your bottom jaw? I'd hate to think that I threw that fish back in the water and he's going to starve to death because he can't clamp down and eat. What's up, Jimmy? So I've got a pair of the fish grips. I use them to help control that fish. I will never suspend that fish by his bottom jaw. I just won't. All right, guys. We got everybody lined up. You too fast. Big Nesson said, PD, you got to go to the bathroom. What's up, old Buzztail? You know, guys, I love my stickers. They did turn out good, didn't they? PD is banned from winning. All right, guys. So I got this thing spinning right now, and y'all guys are funny. And the winner is tonight. I'm gonna have to spin it again. Y'all are never. Y'all, I'll spin it again. I'll spin it again. I'm not even gonna say who that hit. I'll spin. Y'all will cuss me and never come back on there again. Oops, I screwed up. I knocked it off. Hold up. I knocked the whole thing off. Here we go. No way. No freaking way. That name come up 2 times, guys. 2 times on the wheel. He come up 2 times. PD Fishing hit it again 2 times tonight. I can't believe it. PD, I'm going to leave it up to you. What do you PD, what do you want to do? I will leave it up to you, buddy. Spin it. All right, PD, here we go again, boy. We're going to spin around and see what takes place. Woo! Twerking monkey. Twerking monkey. Oh, we're going to set it around over here. Oh, Jim, you're actually on white. PD, let's see. Let me show y'all guys. Jim is white. Let's see. Red is bottom dollar. PD is yellow. Blue is Justin Fishing Fetish. And I am pink. And green is Christian. But has anybody heard from Christian in here lately? I hadn't seen him in there. If any of y'all that's on the wheel now that wants to be taken off or whatever, please let me know. If not, we're going to let her ride like she is. And here we go. Let me hold it up here. So in front of the camera. Around and around she goes. And it will be bottom dollar. Bottom dollar. Twerking monkey. Justin Fishing Fetish. Oh, what's that let it ride for? What's up, dirty ore? It's just something all of us fishermen in here, we kind of make our own little gadgets or whatever for fishing. Like Justin Fishing Fetish does drifting weights. I think Bottom Dollar's going to do some fishing weights or drifting weights. I think that's what Bottom Dollar said he's going to do. He might say he's going to do something else also. But Pops, get a hold of Bottom Dollar. He was in here a little while ago. Let's see. Yeah, Bottom Dollar was in here. You still in here, bottom dollar? You make some weights. All right, Pop, message him or whatever. Give him your address. Let me write this down for the winners tonight. One from all right. All right, and also, team really. I mean, all right, Richard. Tonight's the end of the month. Do you want to do that spin tonight for the grand prize? Let me know, or we can postpone it till next month. It don't matter to me. Let's see. Richard, let me know. Private message me or let me know on here. You'll get in touch with bottom dollar. All right, that'll work. I'm keeping a list of everybody. Thank you, C-Dubs. Have a great night, girl. I like to give it. Okay, all right, we'll do that. I'll get with you sometime, maybe this weekend, Richard, or whenever. You just let me know. What's up, Ray Rushaw? Ray Rushaw, guys, is my gold mining buddy. He's up in Juneau, Alaska. He's in the house tonight. Thank you for coming in tonight, Ray. He said, ain't no catfish up there, but they do get us a big salmon run and stuff in the rivers that he gold mines in. Appreciate you coming in the house. You broke a flathead's jaw once, and you'll never do that again. See, guys, that's why I say that. You know, you only got about 10 minutes, Ray. Yeah, we don't have much longer because Catfish Weekly, we got 11 minutes. I'm going to say 9 minutes. Give us time to everybody get over to Catfish Weekly's page. My favorite fishing is halibut. Oh, I bet you catch some pretty good sized ones up there too, Ray. Anybody else in here ever caught a halibut? That's a big old wide fish. I'm sure that's a fight. And that's what it's all about, guys, is us getting out there. Well, come on in there, Robert. Glad to have you in the house. Your biggest is 90 pounds. Woo! Big Nasty says he can't even spell it. To me, it's if it's above the mayonnaise level, I have trouble. I don't know if y'all have heard that before, but if it's above the mayonnaise level, you've seen them as big as 400 pounds. Good gracious. That's the rascal that's flat like a big flounder, ain't it? Yes, they are. They are on my Facebook page too. But it's all about the fight. It's all about the fun. It's all about the camaraderie, getting out there on the water. And let's don't forget that, guys. Let's, you know, like I told you, I love the KISS method. That's keep it simple, stupid. And as long as we remember where we started, cane poles, Zebco 202s, Zebco 33s, fishing off the bank with our fathers and our grandpas. As long as we keep that in sight, then we'll never get the big head. We'll always pat each other on the back. We'll always welcome another man on our boat. Ah, dang. That's crazy. That's crazy. 400 pound and had to drag it all the way home. But yeah, let's preserve our fisheries for our youth. My grandson's coming up, your grandkids, your kids, and let's pass on a good fishery to them that they can enjoy. Hopefully the waters will get a little bit safer where they can start eating a little more of the fish. And let's pass that on. Let's keep it going. and let's pass it on to the next generation. Y'all hard on PD. PD makes it easy. PD's good people. I thank him for what he done for the tournament, bringing in the items. PD, we thank you. Try to recover. I'm sure a lot of you are. Guys, that was a long travel. I guess Chris Flores had the longest travel from New Mexico. PD, we all love you, buddy. Thank you. Good people. But guys, y'all do 1,500 miles. Woo. Lord have mercy, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I really couldn't. I'd jump on a plane and fly in. Oh, Chris, yes. Yeah, I knew it took him a while to get up there, and it took him a while to get back home. That trip home would probably be a rough one. Knowing you done been up for 3 days up there at the Catfish tournament, visiting and walking, standing on his feet all day long, promoting his product and stuff, yeah, that would be tiring. But guys, oh, Big Nasty's in the house, and I forgot to give him a shout out. Him and his boy put 2 nice cats on the bank yesterday. Oh, he still ain't home? Ray, God bless you too, buddy. Appreciate you coming in the live feed. I got a couple of your videos I need to finish watching. You was live the other night. I will be checking them out and giving you some comments on there, buddy. Of course, I enjoy it always. But yeah, Big Nasty and his buddy put 2 big, nice fish on the banks yesterday. How big were they, Big Nasty? I didn't hear at the time what you said how big they were. I know they look close to 30 pound or better. Yeah. Irvin, you out there in the snow, huh? Fish from the bank. That's right, Mountain Way. That's what he was doing, fishing off the bank. Hey, some big catfish can be caught off the bank, even on Wiley. No scales would think the biggest was around 30. That's what I thought. It was 30 plus. Big Nasty's caught some big fish out of Wiley off the bank. His buddy John caught some big fish off of Wiley on the bank. Better bring your A game, Richard. You hear him? He's talking. They going for broke. Guys, good luck on that tournament. Richard, you got a tournament, I think, this weekend. Glad you got your boat back. I hadn't seen him. I figured you'd seen him lately down there. Of course, I haven't been down to Wiley, Jeff, so I don't know. Side bet. Uh-oh, there we go, guys. We witnessing. Huh. Might have to give him a call tomorrow, Jeff, and see what's going on. Oh, I hear you. There you go, Irvin. Might as well try it while you're out there. Well, guys, we're getting ready to cut it off. So Catfish Weekly will be on in 4 minutes. Make sure you go over and check him out. Steve Douglas is going to be on there. Make sure you... No answer. Ooh, I don't know. I'll try him tomorrow and see if I can get an answer. Guys, I appreciate y'all coming in tonight. And we'll do this again. Congratulations, Twerking Monkey Pop. For your win. Bottom dollar will take care of you. And the rest of you, I hope everybody else has been took care of from the prize wheel. And as always, God bless America. God bless each and every one of you and your families. And we'll catch you on the water. This is Patriot James. And I'll see you next time. Say bye.